Yep, everything looks spooktastic. So we are going to, yeah, and everything's still going. We are going to get out of the map in 3, 2, 1. Greetings and welcome back, gentles and ladiesmen, to episode 19 of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I'm ExoParadigmGamer. In the last episode, we finished off the Torvus Bog, or at least the story part of it. We returned the energy to the Light Temple after stealing it from the Dark Temple and destroying the Chica? Yeah, the Chica larva and the Chica adult. And now that we're finished, we're going to be heading back to the Great Temple Grounds and heading off to the the fourth and final area of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. My favorite area in the game. I am quite excited for this. I cannot wait. I'm going to poop my pants if I do not arrive at this final area as soon as I would like. So we're just gonna head straight down there. And of course, before we can do so, we have to go visit Umos because he gets lonely, don't you know? It would be rude of us not to go pay Grandpa Umos a visit. Okay, I have no idea what the people next to or above me are doing right now, but they are clumping around as though they are rearranging the entire fucking apartment complex. So, if you hear loud bumping noises, that's what that is. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no better time that I can record these. So, it is what it is. I think there are Dark Pirate Troopers in this room, so I get to show off how the Dark Visor makes them so much fucking easier to deal with. Now, walk in here, and booyah, we can see them. Just like with Chozo Ghosts, they are now bright and center in the visor, and now we can take care of them really easily. Yeah. There's the other one. Ow. Fucker. We won't be getting the charge combo for the light beam for a little bit, so until now, charge shots are really all we have to work with. What the hell? There is another one. Okay. Okay, come on, baby, die, baby. There you go. You're my butterfly, whoop all shitty. Is it bad that the only reason I really know about that song is because I've seen Orange County? If you've seen Orange County, reflect on the film in the comments below. Yep. Okay, so we're just gonna head straight to Umos because we can't go to the Sanctuary Fortress. I've already spoiled it in previous parts, so I might as well just say its name. And there's actually a power-up we can get shortly after he opens the way, so we're gonna be grabbing that as well because it's on the way. We actually passed it earlier, but we didn't have the bombs back then, so we couldn't get it. Now we do have the bombs, so we can get it. That's how it works, don't you know? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Metroid Prime 2 the only game in the trilogy where you can double jump on the elevators? Like, I think you could single jump in the first game, and then in the third game, for some reason, you can't jump at all. I'm not sure why there is so much difference regarding jumping. Anyway, the Temple of Torvus glows with energy once more. Only one temple remains without the light of ether, rather. You must travel to our fortress high in the cliffs. The last temple lies in the fortress. Seek knowledge there before invading the Ing Hive. Be cautious in the fortress. This place was once guarded by machines of our creation, but now they are corrupted slaves of the Ing. They will not see you as a friend. Our goal draws ever closer. Let the light of ether be your guide. Alright. Now that we've done that, we can access the Sanctuary Fortress. And Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I guess I'll get more into that when we actually arrive at the Sanctuary Fortress. But there's something about it. Ever since my first playthrough, that has really just, you know, like resonated with me. But you'll see when we get there. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. Now we can open this final door since we've been to Torvis, and we can proceed to the Sanctuary Fortress. Okay, before we do that though, we stopped. Okay. This little thing right here is made of telluric alloy, which of course is weak to bombs. You blow it up, then you can go down here, and sure enough, there is a missile expansion. Again, we went to the save room before we fought like the, what was it, the Dark Alpha Splinter. But back then we didn't have the bombs. Now we do. Go grab it. And I might as well refill my health while I'm here. Not that we're going to be running into bosses or anything anytime soon, but yeah. And now that we've opened this pathway, this final pathway in the temple, we can revisit the what is it? The GFS tier, the ship, the Galactic Federation ship. There's actually and it's like one of the pickups I always fucking forget to get whenever I replay this game. There is a missile expansion on top of that ship. I'm not sure if we can get it without one of the later movement systems we do not have yet, but you know, we'll probably be passing it. I think there's other stuff in here we can't get. Yeah. Oh yeah, remember this room? Okay, so this is a little obscure, but I think it will probably give you some hints. Scans indicate presence of a control system. Interface method unknown. Control units not present in the visible spectrum or current time space. Dark visor. Seeker missile the little nipples on the wall. And then we can open the door. How did that not count? There we go. And right next to the door, ooh, I just realized that I'm going to be scanning a lot of Galactic Federation Marine Corps lore. There is a Federation trooper here. Let's see, yeah, we only have half the lore from these guys so far, folks. Be afraid, be very afraid. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did back in Aegon. I'm going to stick up a little annotation here. Click on this if you do not want to watch all the lore and just want to skip to when we go to Sanctuary Fortress. And yeah, so we're going to scan him. This is from PFCE Denise. I'm the only one left. Managed to get out of the hive, but when I got to the ship, everyone was gone. Dead. I'm heading for that alien building we saw earlier. Maybe someone can help me there. Wait, something's moving down there. Hello?
And now we're dead.
Yeah, that's a little morbid. Once again, I weep for the future of the Galactic Federation in Metroid Prime Federation Force. Oh, hello there, space pirate. Yeah, gotcha. That should be all of them. Yeah, so on top of the ship here. Oh, I can jump up here early enough. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's a missile expansion. It's just like, that is kind of obscure. Yeah. Now I'm going to put up the annotation for reals, because you probably want to know where that was, but yeah. Annotation, click here if you do not want to watch all the lore. There's like 50 guys in here. Let's hop to it. Man, I hope this is only the breeding ground for these things. If there's more, we're in big trouble. We had a hard enough time taking that one out of commission. I almost ran out of ammo. I never run out of ammo. I'd like to remind the folks at home that he is referring to splinters. Fucking baby spiders that go down in one power beam shot. This is Captain Exeter. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Reeves is right. That hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. There are none of them over there. I hear them everywhere. They're coming. can't sleep. Ever. They'll eat me. Eat. The Sarge says that these splinters remind him of some killer bug he saw on another planet once. All I know is the things are fast and take a lot to drop. Pretty soon we'll have to go out bayonets. Everyone's low on ammo. Even Broad, and he's the stingiest grunt I know. Cross-referencing. Bruder lost the bet, so he switched watch duty with me. I figured this section is nice and safe and boring, which suits me just fine. And let those other pugs guard the hot zone. Hold on. Hey! Halt! No! And then he died. And the last one I think is up there. Yes, that is the last piece of trooper lore, thank Christ. Last night at Chow, Angseth starts talking about some bounty hunter and how she blew up a planet full of space pirates. I told her I didn't believe in fairy tales like that, and she took it personal. I just find it hard to believe that one person took out an entire space pirate base, that's all. But if she wants to believe in this Samus or Bigfoot or Santa Claus, she can. I really wish people could be quiet. I think that's it. Yes, indeed it is. Okay, now we're going to be heading through here to the Sanctuary Fortress. That is where it is, folks. And can't really miss it. It's the one big translator door we have not been to yet. Oh, hello there. Is this a different... Yes, it is a different turret. This is the Luminoth turret. And as the number of Luminoth warriors dwindled, they turned to machines to protect key areas. Automated gun turrets were often the first line of defense against Ing attacks. Though powerful, they weren't nimble enough to deal with agile enemy targets. They're basically like any other turret enemy in the game. You just lock onto them, shoot them with a missile or a super missile, they go down real easily. Believe it or not, that light beam is actually something of a puzzle element. We can't do anything with it yet, though. But we'll be saving that for later. Can I scan that? I think I can. Yes, indeed. The Sky Temple. You learn that the ruler of the Ing dwelled in a place dubbed the Sky Temple by our forces. This place held the planetary energy of Dark Ether as well. It was heavily guarded and entry was barred by a great gate requiring 10 keys to unlock. These keys were hidden throughout Dark Ether by the Ing. A mission was planned, one that would find the hidden keys and recover our missing energy from the Sky Temple. We more or less know about that because we've already been to the Sky Temple grounds. Just activate this elevator, and then we can head on down. Yeah, booyah. I can't wait. Yeah. That's good cherry Coke. Now you guys know what I drink. This thing right here, it just looks like a facade, but this is a statue of E. Bater, the founder of the Sanctuary. He lived for nearly 5 centicycles, 500 years on planet Ether, no less, and died in hand-to-hand combat during the first Ing attacks. So yeah, like if you scan a bunch of the stuff in here, you'll find that it's actually sort of like Luminoth history and lore sort of built into it. Not like there hasn't been enough of that already, but, you know. And booyah. I think there is a spinner in this room. No, there's just a scan switch that turns this thingamajig. Now we can proceed. I think these things drop pickups, but I'm not sure. Yeah, they kind of do, but they don't really drop them at a good enough rate for it to be worthwhile to shoot them. I should probably scan them, actually. These are Serenity class drones. Oh, those things are cute. Look at that. Looks like something you'd see in a dang old chibi robo game. The Serenity drones have not gone rogue. The units are defenseless, having no weapons, and cannot be eaten. These qualities make them useless to the Ings. The small drones are assigned simple maintenance tasks upon creation and perform them without hesitation until reassigned or destroyed. Kind of a theme we'll be running into in this area is that basically the Luminoth have this big fancy fortress here with lots of robotic security systems. And basically when the Ing showed up, they just sort of took everything over because they can possess machines. And so it's just sort of like, that's kind of what makes the Ing so interesting as an enemy for Samus and the Luminoth the faces. You know, they can become anything, and they're pretty dangerous on their own too, so I enjoy them. I think they're probably the best villains the series has yet seen. Okay. So I believe we're going to be ambushed by pirate commandos pretty soon here. So I'm going to, yep, sure enough, let's dark burst their asses. Oh yeah. That's good vengeance. Oh, they have little shields. Yeah, we've met these enemies before in Dark Torva's Bog, so nothing too remarkable. And actually, they seem to put up more of a fight than the dark versions, because like they'll actually, you know, like, well, the dark versions were annoying because they teleport everywhere and you need the dark visor, but these guys, you know, like, will actually put up shields, they'll lob grenades, a little more interesting. Yeah, you do have to kill them to progress. But we have, so now we can. Let's see, that up there, there's something in there, we can't destroy that without the power bombs. Let's see, I might want to farm some ammo real quick. Yep. You know, it's a little disappointing to cut things off here since we just literally got here, but we will be entering the Sanctuary Fortress proper and continuing our exploration of the area in part 20. I'll see you guys then.
Thank you.